He say, basement, boxing tall. You know I'm a warrior, right? Fuck that, I'm a champion. Basement, boxing talk. Left, right, jab in the hook. Better protect your jaw. 12 rounds if you can last. Better protect your fall. I got hits like Mayweather. You hit that round of applause. No question, the problem solved. Basement, boxing talk. Left, right, jab in the hook. Better protect your jaw. 12 rounds if you can last. Better protect your fall. I got hits like Mayweather. You hit that round of applause. No question, the problem solved. I'm feeling cocky. I hit a thing to beat the ring, a boof up like I'm Rocky. ASAP, any opponent think they can stop me. I stay strapped, chop tryna learn my moves so you can copy. You gotta give it your all. Gotta give it your all. When you're back against the wall. When you're back against the wall. When you the one people call. When you the one people call. To keep greatness involved. To keep greatness involved. Basement, boxer talk. Left, right, jab in the hook. Better protect your jaw. 12 rounds if you can last. Better protect your fall. I got hits like Mayweather. You hit that round of applause. No question, the problem solved. Basement, boxer talk. Left, right, jab in the hook. Better protect.
Hey, what's up, man? Okay,
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All right, this is your boy Basement Boxing Talk coming to you live. And I got my good brother, my co-host, Black Star Sports TV with me. What's good brother?
All right. What's happening, my man?
Just chilling, man. Trying to get caught up, man. I know we did a show a few weeks ago, and we were supposed to hit it right back, and we didn't hit it right back. So trying to start the new year off right, man. What's going on? How you feeling? Happy New Year.
All right. Yeah, same to you, good brother. Man, I tell you, it's been a hell of a year so far, ain't it?
Yes, sir. Yeah. 2025 has just jumped off.
Man.
Any specific topics you want to get started with, or you want me to some topics?
Man, I gotta say the biggest bug I got with this year is this deal with Errol Spence, man. Errol Spence in this Fundora fight.
Okay. I knew this was gonna happen.
He said he knew.
I knew this was gonna happen. Share your thoughts, bro. Share your thoughts.
Man, I tell you, it's just funny how boxing will go and cater to certain people and deem certain people worthy of certain what would you say, privileges. Like Canelo can basically do whatever he wants, and there's no repercussions or anything negative that he could ever absorb from anything. And he's above boxing, untouchable. Then you got another fighter, like Errol Spence, who's been a guy who we watched, come along and do it the right way, and fight everybody. Don't turn down no smoke and give the fans everything they want. Really giving to the sport. What the sport need to build itself to be what it should be in today's society. And instead of the fan base, and I hold us hardcore fans more accountable, because we should know better and we should be the gatekeepers of the sport, but we're not gatekeeping it right. We're letting the casuals set the tone and establish what is acceptable and what is not. When this guy, he only got one loss against the pound for pound fighter. Some say pound for pound in the world right now. Never, I don't know if I agree with that right now, but it's said, it can be said, and there's nothing wrong with anyone saying that. But he loses that one fight, and now he, moved up to 154. People are talking about, well, why are they making him number one? He hasn't fought nobody at 54. He hasn't did this. He hasn't. All these obstacles over a guy who basically ruled 147. made it what it's supposed to. Made boxing what it was at one point. Drove the division, made the division exciting when it was one of the most popular divisions out there. And they say like he hasn't done enough to earn the right to that. But everybody, you had 3 of the 4 belts. You lost one fight and lost all your belts. Okay, boom. You don't get the rematch with the guy. You move up to the 154, and for whatever reason, why that didn't come about, who knows? A lot of things have been said about Earl. Matter of fact, we could do a whole show on that by itself. But to speed it up, him wanting to fight Fundora and Fundora wanting to fight him. Fundora got 2 belts at 54 already. Both of them in the PBC stable. And you had times where Bud had stepped out and held that fight up. Then you got the WBO. Still, we're not going to sanction it. What is the WBO's problem? And why are they even relevant in boxing? And I've been saying that for quite some time because I never liked the WBO. Go ahead, brother. You say something, bro? Maybe I heard. Wait a minute. There you go. I think you froze up a second.
Are you me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, but it seemed like it was going.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Okay, it's like you freezing. You froze now, bro. Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay. Okay, yeah. But and they're trying to make the fight happen, and then they stop and they're saying, well, we're not going to sanction it, and I don't really understand the reasoning. Then they even said, okay, we will sanction it, we'll have the fight, and then that was announced. And then they said that if he wins the fight, the WBO is going to take their belt and give it to Bud Crawford. I never heard no stuff like that in my life. Like, what is the conspiracy against this guy? If he beat this guy that has 2 belts, why he just don't get the 2 belts? If Bud want that belt, why Bud can't fight somebody for the belt? And that's the way it's always been. I don't understand. I can't recall a fight in my lifetime where somebody fought another fighter and for multiple belts or whatever, and they say unless they came in and they missed weight, they came off weight or something like that. I understand they don't get the belt, but if you come in on weight and everything and you win the fight, you're supposed to get the title. But the WBO said that they're not going to let him have that belt, even to that, going to give it to Bud. You good now, bro? Okay, like he still froze a little bit. Yeah, it still froze. And then they still, it's like they have a thing where they just don't want him to get it no matter what. And I understand you got relationships with belts and promotional companies and everything like this, but this is still boxing. And why? Look at all the time that's being wasted. Why this guy here, 2 years out of the ring, been through all the things that we know about, when it comes to Earl. And then you have all these setbacks coming. We don't know what the rematch would look like with Bud. I don't know. That fight really looked weird to me, and I got my feelings about it. But it did what it did. Can't take nothing away from the man. But I still wanted to see the rematch. It's only one fight. A lot of people can have a bad night. It's anybody. So why are we being denied that? Is a travesty. And what is the holdup, man? Like, he's not fighting nobody. I could go around the sport, but I want to stay there because I know you wanted to talk about the subject, what subject first or whatever. But I just don't understand why they're fighting against him. Then the fact is he doesn't have a trainer yet. And, what he got going on with his past trainer here, Derek James, I think is shameful, man. It doesn't make no sense. And I think that's part of the delay, too, that's going on with everything, because if that was in case, I think they would do something a lot faster. But where the hell is Al Heyman, man? If he's not doing good and he's not out there or anything, I mean, somebody else got to step up in the PBC. I mean, we got a business to run, right? Why business is going to stop just because of that, you know? Makes no sense to me, man. And it's real frustrating because I know he ain't got many more fights left because he's been through so much and he's giving us the fights. But, you know, just the fact I like to see him get out there and you know, because I don't want him to go out like that. He deserved better than that. He was a hell of a champion, and he fought all the guys that we wanted him to fight. He chased all the guys we wanted him to chase. You know, had some bad luck. You know, he had that Pacquiao fight, missed out on that. You know, just out of some crazy luck. And you know, I just want to see him go ahead and put the stamp on his career, man. Because some people are even talking about, is he a Hall of Fame fighter? I mean, unbelievable stuff, man. Unbelievable. But he and Fundora both want that fight. I mean, and Fundora himself, man, that's not no easy fight at all. And you don't want no tune-ups. He should have took some tune-ups, man, and just, you know, just did a couple of little bloops, got himself back on track and showed everybody, you know, some things that then came out there. But, you know, he liked to do it the way he does it. And I don't fault him for it because, you know, that's what we loved about him, man. I don't take tune-ups. And, you know, that type of confidence and work ethic and all that. Hey, you there, bro? Okay, I'll see what he gonna do here. Yeah, I think it's terrible that goes on like that. And
Can you hear me?
you know, something. There you go. There you go. Can you hear me too? I think it's look like, why is it freezing or something here?
My internet, bro.
Oh man, y'all, is it snowing over there or anything? It may be something. I don't know. I mean, this weather's been crazy now, man. It ain't been nothing normal about 25. 25 been different from the moment it came into existence. Things been going crazy and haywire, man. Unbelievable. Yeah, but you know, I like to see Earl doing that, but I'm just like, nobody's making a big issue about this whole thing either with the WBO. And why would they hold up the sport of boxing when they could just go ahead and have these fights? I mean, damn, Fundora fought Zoo Costa Zoo, son. And that fight been over. He done fought somebody else and got murderized. He still ain't been back up in the ring. So it's like plenty of time going by, but the guy holding on to 2 belts, 54. Now you got Jamel coming back in. You know, if you go ahead and allow that fight to take place and the winner get through, man, this thing can rock. I mean, why hold up the money? Why hold up the sport? Everybody's waiting. Boxing is so dead right now. It's ridiculous, man. I hate to say it. It's like it's no need for it. We got the fighters out here. Guys out here wanting to make fights, and you got sanctioned bodies talking about, I don't want to sanction that. I don't want this and that. For whatever the deal with the WBO is, you know, they never wanted him to get the belt in the first place, you know. So, I mean, that right there has to get out of the sport right there, because that's going to keep anybody from being able to do anything. But if it come to Canelo, no problem. No problem. We'll tell the champ, if he don't fight you, we're going to strip him. You know, it ain't right, man. You know, and I get sick of that. You know, it need to be fair right down the line, man. And you know, if this Tashiki or what, sometimes I can't get his name right. The Saudi cat, if he put the money in right and regulate this thing like that, man, that's what boxing definitely needs. There you go. There you go. I hear you that time.
All right. Okay, it seemed like all right. I was having internet issues or something. All right, so it seemed like we got to get together. So I want to shout out to Bruce Gas, Jazz and Boxing and More, man. Shout out to, man, watch him, AK Bad, Romy Rome. What's good, bro? I salute you guys for coming. I apologize, man. I was having some technical difficulties. But yeah. You speaking about Earl Spence.
Yeah.
And you said the way the state of boxing is treating him, right?
Yeah, man, it's really it's disappointing,
That's what you
man,
were
because
saying?
the guy, yeah, because I mean he deserved better than that, man, for what he built up and what he's made, and that's a commodity, man. And why wouldn't the WBO want to be tied to a fight like that? I mean, hell, Fundora, he understands that. That's why he said, hell, I'd rather fight him even on over Bud, because he know that really Bud, built up a bigger cachet than Bud. Bud's
Okay.
still not known,
So
outside the
this is what I believe.
Go ahead.
Well, the WBO, they was protesting that one of the reasons. All right, well, okay. It's no hiding this, man. We know that a lot of promoters are managers or whatever. They kind of they pay for championships. They pay for titles. So one of the things was looking into the Errol Spence situation was Errol Spence is not ranked in the WBO period. He's not ranked in the WBO period sanctioning body. So the WBO was petitioning that how they let a guy who's not even ranked in their division, you want to call it, or sanctioning body, fight for a title fight, and he's not. I understand it with the WBC because he had the WBC title. I understand that with the WBC. And the WBC maybe being lenient to Bud and maybe still having, still being lenient to Errol Spence and still having Errol Spence still ranked in their division or their sanctioning body, even though he's never fought at 154. But the WBO, on the other hand, remember, that was the title that Bud had. So Bud got more relationships with WBO top. They did, you know what I mean? For as more or less than PBC. And now that a PBC guy is trying to fight for a WBO title, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without
without
fighting
the Fondoras and them, yeah. I mean, I understand that part, but I mean, you have the reigning champ for the WBO. He actually called Errol Spence out for this fight, and even though they take a stance like that, that's where I feel like the fans need to come in and let the WBO know, hey man, what you talking? You gotta let this fight go down. Cause I mean, look at Bud. Bud, who Bud gonna fight? Here he go again. This is probably the greatest thing that I can't stand about Bud is the fact that to try to make a fight with him is like the same as going out here and try to push a boat across the water. Big old Carnival cruise line. You trying to push that with your hand. It go, and I mean, it doesn't make the time is just going.
You're going in and out.
Okay, hold on. Can you hear me?
You're going in and out a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me know.
It was like
it
was kind of like
you can hear
stuttering.
Oh, maybe this is coming in and out.
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me? Okay. Just like he make it so hard to make a fight with him. He don't know who he gonna fight. He waiting on Canelo, and that Canelo fight ain't gonna happen. Canelo was offered $100 million, and you don't take that fight. You talking about, well, give me 150. That he playing that game because he's sitting on top of boxing, like he the king, like he ain't already had his ass whipped a couple of times. Everybody else can do that until they lose a fight. Then all of a sudden they got to come back down to earth. But the Queen Canelo don't even got to fight nobody at 168 pounds. Can hold all the titles and not fight nobody in the division. And nobody upset with it. All the guys fighting at 168 got to find something else to do because they can't even challenge him for the title. And he gets to run around here and tell I'm undisputed. And I've been undisputed for so long. So long not fight nobody in your division. How's that allowed to happen? That's on the sanctioning bodies and that's on the hardcore fans, man. And I'm just tired of that and all this stuff where people, just because they are a fan of somebody, they'll let them get away with murder. I mean, the sport of boxing right now, what we got? What we looking forward to now? Tyson Fury and AJ? Come on, man.
Okay.
You know.
Hey, listen. So listen to this. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna catch you up to speed on a few things. So so we supposed to have Earl Spence and Fedor. They talking about AJ and Fury. The Sheik supposed to be putting the AJ and Fury fight together. I guess a lot of people want to see. It makes sense to have happen over in the UK because it's a big fight
AJ better
still over
go
in the
get
UK.
AJ better go get old boy back to train him, because if he don't get him back, he ain't got a shot, because that's where he went wrong. If he had kept Derek James, he would have beat Daniel Dubois, because I don't know what the hell he was doing in that ring. I have no clue about it. I mean, looking at that fight, I'm like, well, I mean, you're not even fighting your fight, and you walk right into it, and it was like, that's it for that. And you know, that was one thing about Derek James: kept him in the pocket, kept him in his zone where he needed to be, and fight the fight according to the way that to his strengths. You know, if he had did that, he would have beat Daniel Dubois, in my opinion. But he didn't do it, man. And I gotta say, Daniel Dubois looked good in that fight, man. You know, I mean, by him fighting that way, he had to help him. But hell, I can't take nothing away from him. Shit, he hit him, man. Shit, that was ball game. But you know, I remembered after he fought. Who did he fight before that fight, man? When he changed his trainer to Ben Davison. This guy ain't a trainer, man. This guy's not good.
Oh,
what has he done? He was with Fury at the tail end of the Wilder and stuff, along with a team of them. I think he was with Devin Haney a fight. Devin ain't really need him for that because he didn't really add anything to the fight. He has never really done anything. You know, he might have a name over in the UK or whatever, but he's not on that level there. It's a level like when you come from there and you come over here. I mean, and then this kind of sad because I see a lot of the trainers out here are going over there helping them guys, and them guys is getting better on that, but they ain't giving the props to the right people for what they learn, and then elevating to the sport. And even elevating the sport is being taken for granted because everybody wants this Mexican style fight, stand in the middle of the ring and hit you, hit me, rock 'em, sock 'em, and all the skill, all of the skill and the level of it is not being appreciated, you know. And once you happen there, you regress back. You're gonna go back to the bare knuckle days, then where they're gonna be fighting like this again. You know what I mean? What is that? You know, but you know, like I say, that's up to the hardcore fans. Once again, you know, and we not being as vocal. You know, another thing I feel like with the sport of boxing is they gotta take these fights and move these fights around. They can't keep having the same fights at the same damn venues all the damn time. I mean, it's killing boxing, man. That's
okay.
Oh, it gotta be in Vegas. It gotta be at the T-Mobile Arena.
Okay, so this is my take. This is one thing that I was sitting here. I had the same conversation with some other guys in boxing, right, the other day. Yeah. And they asked me, what state do you think boxing is in right now? And I told them, okay, it's two sides to it. At one point, boxing is in a great state because we seeing fights that we wouldn't normally see. We seeing cards that are stacked up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Turkey Sheik is doing it. Yeah,
cross promotion fights.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so that's good. But then also too, with a lot of these cross promoting fights, we're seeing the promotion all on Sheik. Mm-hmm. He's putting up all the dollars. So my thing is, what if one day the Sheik woke up and said, "Man, I don't want no more to do with this boxing shit."
Mm.
who does not have a television deal. Their television deal, ESPN runs down. The person I really see winning is Eddie Hearn.
Yeah.
Because and this is the reason why I say that. Eddie Hearn has Matchroom Boxing. And Eddie Hearn has his own, the network.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Only other whatever you call it, PBC. PBC is the only other person that has a network, which is supposed to be Amazon Prime.
And how long they gonna have that?
Everybody else is on the zone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think everybody gonna end up being on the zone too. And we laughed at the zone a couple years ago because they say, "Oh, bye pay-per-view or whatever." They acquiesced to the pay-per-view, but the zone's still taking over boxing. And so, hey, you got to give them props.
We laughed at the zone because also this too. We laughed at the zone because a lot of people fail to realize this too. Eddie Hearn's lost $1 billion. When we were sitting here talking and laughing about Eddie Hearns blew $1 billion. He blew $1 billion. Yeah. But his people came and gave him another $1 billion.
Yeah. And then
he was able to make things work.
Yeah. And what was, they got out of that Canelo Alvarez deal because they was just giving him money just to give him money. When boxing should have said hell with him and turn their back on him. That's what they should do. When boxers turn prima donna like that, don't give them no work. That's how you get them out of that. Stop, $30 million a fight, man. Come on, we know Canelo wasn't pulling that, justifying them numbers. I don't think he's justifying them now. And he walk around here. Sir Ken, what's going on, Sir Ken? Salute, good brother. He walks around now like he just ain't never, Bivol beat the dog shit out of that man. He beat the dog shit. The first thing everybody say, oh, he went up too much weight. Yeah, he went up too much. Bullshit. That man whooped his ass. And that's one of the reasons why to this day, if I ever see Jamal Charlo, I'm going to tell him about his damn self. Because I'm going to tell you something. He blew it. He blew it, man. You saw what Bivol did, and it wasn't nothing all that spectacular. He just said, respect, bump that. I ain't got no respect for him. I'm kicking this dude's ass, and I don't give a damn what he do. That was his attitude through that whole fight. Every time Canelo wants to throw something, he'd hit him with the same thing 3-4 times more than what he could put out, and every bit as hard. And then you see Canelo back up. He started wanting to move around. What did he do that for? He had a computer malfunction. He knew his ass was getting whooped, and he didn't know what the hell to do in there because this guy wasn't giving him nothing. He ain't give a damn about nothing. I mean, I have to say, I thought that Beterbiev was the baddest man, and Bivol fought. Well, we'll get to that too. I don't want to smooth too much, but I mean, that right there, with Canelo and everything, and everybody saw that, and people just said, oh, well, okay, he went up 6 pounds, and now he's too heavy now. He's too much. But we saw him fight Kovalev, and he knocked Kovalev out in the 11th round, and that's supposed to be believable. They ain't pass it by us, because I remember what we were saying when we saw that fight.
Okay. So would you be preferable to see Canelo versus Terrence Crawford?
You know what though? At first I wasn't. I really wasn't. I thought, it's too much or whatever. But I think Bud got a shot, man. I think Bud actually got a shot. Because the things that he does. See, my thing, I always felt like with Canelo, you just can't let Canelo set his feet. You can't let him set his feet and get in that rhythm. You got to stop that. You got to disrupt that every chance you get. I mean, if you look at Bivol, that's what Bivol did to him. Bivol would move on him. Bivol would hit him, but he didn't let him lead the dance at all. He let him know, you just stepped in here, you in my ring, you in here, you came in here, but I'm in here, and what I'm doing in here is the most important thing that's going on inside this ring, and you just in the way, and you're gonna get dealt with because you in my way, and that's how he treated him.
You think? Do you think Terrence Crawford can win against Canelo?
Yeah, it'll be rough because he already 4 rounds behind going into the fight. He got to win on points because I don't know if it's going to be a need to hit him that as many times as he needs to knock him out. That shouldn't be his whole goal. His goal should be to outbox him because that's his strength. Just outbox him. You ain't got to go in there and go for the knockout and go in there and run into something crazy and all that. You don't have to. Just go in there. He's smooth and smart enough to keep his head. He's proven that. I got to give it to him, even though, I felt like I did about that last fight, but I never really root against him other than Earl fight. I think he got a shot at that, but it'll be tough because, if he lands a 4-punch combination and Canelo hit him on the elbow, oh my God, elbow! He hit him on the elbow. Look at that. You know how they do. So, but I think if there's anybody that can go in there and outbox him, I think it's definitely Bud. Bud can do it. Yeah, I do believe so. I worry about him,
Canelo Crawford is one of the worst bouts. We need the young guys making these fights. This is just a payday for both of them. Now listen to this. I agree. It's definitely I agree with Brandon. It's definitely a payday for both of them.
Yeah, it can be
especially when Canelo. We can go days about how he ducked Benavidez, how he ducked Charlo in the day when he vacated his belt. So I mean, we go on for days and days about that. But I think it's just when I thought that the Bud and Canelo fight was gonna happen, now Canelo has reached out to somebody else about a fight.
There you go, and just like you said, somebody else. Don't nobody know him. Don't nobody respect him. Don't nobody expect that to even be a fight. But that's what he jumping on, and he jumping on it for way less money.
I apologize.
Oh,
yeah, and that's what it seems to be. That's what it seems to be. I believe Canelo only probably a couple more fights. You say Brandon says IMO. We need Shakur versus Tank or Bud versus who? Or Bud versus who, Brandon?
See, that's another guy.
Listen, I agree. I agree with the Shakur versus Tank.
Yeah, but
I agree with the Shakur versus Tank. But the thing about this is this. Okay,
Tank, man. It's Tank.
I get but now listen. We just had I just had to talk about Tank too, and Boots versus Haney. Brandon, listen to this.
Oh,
that's not a good fight for Haney. So now, so listen to this. Listen to this. Boots versus Bud. He said Boots versus Bud. Okay. Listen to this. If I'm Bud Crawford, the position that he in now, I'm looking at an exit, and I'm looking at an exit with the highest payday. Do I got 2 more fights, or do I got 3 more fights in me?
Mm-hmm.
Or do I only got 1 more fight in me? If I got 1 more fight in me, I don't waste it fighting Boots.
Mm-hmm.
If I got one fight in me, I don't waste it fighting Boots. If I got 2 fights in me, I could fight Boots and then still try to get Canelo.
Well, see, yeah,
but
that
I mean,
would be the thing.
It's just. I mean,
if he really want the Canelo fight, he's gonna have to do some things to make it come about. He can't just sit back and say, "Let's fight now," because that's not gonna happen, and that's gonna force him to have to fight some other people. And he ain't never been the kind to do nothing like that. And now he's sitting around now. We don't have a clue what Bud gonna do next. We keep hearing, Canelo rumors, but that ain't gonna materialize. They saying Jamel is back. Him and Jamel would be a hell of that now. Now that would be something that people would want to see there,
Well, it's like this. It's like this. It's like this, Black. Canelo at a situation right now. They got to announce something. He fights Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
It's January, bro.
Yeah. He gonna fight that other guy. He definitely gonna fight that other guy.
He got to start narrowing down who he gonna fight. At least his top 3.
Yeah. Yeah. Canelo is the worst thing for boxing, and he need to be out of it.
I mean, if he do, he do. If he do, he do.
Yeah. Yeah. They
I mean, yeah. I mean, we are going for days, bro. It's just, I don't understand. My thing is this: if that's what you want to do, you want to pick and choose who you fight, or whatever. Why hold on to the belts? Why hold on to the belts?
There you go. I mean,
you had 2 guys. We had 2 guys, David Benavidez and David Morrell, who said fuck 168.
They had to let it go because they knew
both
they couldn't
said
fight
fuck
Canelo.
168 because they knew they couldn't get a fight.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I mean, like, man, it's crazy. Like, he gave, man, listen, I've been saying it for years. Canelo only gonna fight you if he feel he got an advantage over it.
Exactly. He ain't taking.
So that's why I really thinking he'd make the Bud Crawford fight because Bud versus Charlo at 154 would be a good one. And now I agree with that too. I agree with that. I mentioned that to somebody else too. Like, Charlo versus Bud would be a good fight too.
Yeah, it would. Now, what about this? What if he go to 160 and fight Laura?
I ain't gonna lie. I already had something mapped out for that.
Oh, man, I ain't want to release that on you. Really?
I had Earl Spence. That's what I was thinking, bro.
Hey,
I hadn't told too many people that, but that's one of the things I was thinking. I was thinking that Earl Spence was gonna go to 160. Charlo said he coming back to 54.
So maybe he should go ahead and do that.
He's coming back to 54, and I can see that.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, like, man, Earl can go to 160, fight Laura, because Laura got the WBA title. PBC is, they known for having WBA titles. Fighting Laura is in-house. And if he win, maybe he can stay at 60, which I believe Maul is supposed to be going up to 68. So
I don't know what Maul doing. I don't even know if Maul even got a functioning brain right now. I hate to say that, but I don't know what's going on with them dudes, man. But there ain't nobody we can count on. But I do think if he go to 160, he got a shot to get undisputed at 160. I mean, who else is in there for him to fight except for Carlos Adams? I think that's about. But
that's another thing, and that's what. These are some of the things I didn't understand about Maul, about him being at 160. But you being at 160, bro, you got people who got titles who we don't even know of.
Exactly.
Why the fuck you ain't gonna make these fights?
He should be doing work, man. He should be running through that division. Or even Jamel. Jamel go 160
Why the fuck
make that happen.
That would have been the easiest aim to be undisputed at 160.
Yeah, he can have it in 2 weight divisions. He might,
because you got PBC, you got PBC backing you, and you already have PBC.
Yeah, and the timing of it, if he do it right, he can run through 60. He might can get to 68 when Canelo trail off and Benavidez is too damn big to make 68 again. He might can get on up to 3 if he go and get to work. Stop messing around. I mean, he fought Canelo, and granted he went the distance, but people still shitting on him fighting a guy 2 weight divisions ahead of him. Like, oh well. But my thing is, he couldn't knock him out. We saw the same Canelo fight Munguia, and he couldn't knock. Well, did he? I think he stopped him, but he didn't stop him like this last dude just knocked this. You would have thought Canelo would have knocked him out that way, but it didn't. And nobody's looking and saying, well, how come Canelo couldn't do that? Nobody questioning Canelo's power, and he's all it. I just don't. Canelo don't come off as nothing menacing to me. He looked like somebody that he looked like little Mikey from the damn cereal commercial back in the 70s. He'll eat it. He eat anything. Yeah, Mikey at the table. That's what he remind me of. I just don't see it. They keep saying he big guy. He like a little teeny dude to me. Everybody's taller than him. Everybody's got all these things, and I was so disappointed with Jamel because Jamel had the chance to put the stamp on the letter and lay that shit to bed if he had went to work and went for the fucking knockout and stopped playing games, moving around and playing it safe. Go in there and go to work against him. You can see Derek James looking like, hey, man, go in there. He's looking like, nah, I'm just going to get the check and go home. I mean, that's what he did. And that's on him. He can't blame nobody for that. But I know in my soul he could have did better. It wouldn't have hurt him to go. I mean, if he goes in that fight and get knocked out, 2 weight divisions up, how you gonna look down on the dude? They gonna say the dude went for it. Even to this day, Hurricane McNeely, we still give him props for going out there with Mike Tyson and just saying, hell with it, I'm gonna go for it. Hey man, that's what you're supposed to do. You ain't come here to give it to him, but you standing moving around, and then even the knockdown, it wasn't even a knockdown. He just took a knee for no damn reason. You just I'm a fold right now and take a knee right now. Because he's a little too close to me. Get him the hell off you. I mean, you got dynamite in your hands. You prove you can knock people out with either hand. Why not? I mean, I just couldn't understand it, man. I felt I ain't been the same with Jamel ever since then. Just saying, man. I ain't understand that, man. You supposed to go get him, man. Go get him. This is your chance to you want it. For so many years, the Charlos been looked at, but they've been overlooked by so many people. And every time they do something, people underplay them. They don't want to give them the credit. This was your opportunity to take that. Take their boy, the one that they so crazy about, the one that they think is the world. You had him right there. Whatever you do to him, you should have made him pay for all of that shit they talk. And if you had scored a stoppage or you swole his eye, you cut his eye, you beat him up a little bit, you roughed him up. At the end of the fight, win, lose, or draw, they got to give you your props. And he didn't go for it. And that's the worst thing I think you can do. He cheat yourself more than anything like that. You can't go out there like that. You can't be afraid to lose. You can't be afraid to get knocked out, or none of that, man. You got to go in there and do what you do and do it to the best of your ability. You don't have time to be worrying about what this guy got and what he doing. Go ahead, bro. You say something? My bad, bro. Yeah, I just, and I just wanted to see them do better, man. It'd have been a better way because them guys all came in at the same time, and then he'd been ducking for so long, and you finally get the duck in the water with you. Go eat his ass up. Let's run it. Let's see if he really all that he said because he talked a lot of stuff over the years too. But every time they said sign the contract, he had excuses. And he, get him in the ring. You finally get there after all of that gripe, and then you squander the opportunity, and then you got people laughing at you because how they say you lost the fight, which is crazy. Let your old go. Just let it go. Let your old go.
Say let it go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So we got David Morrell. First Benavidez coming up. We got Brandon Figueroa versus Cool Boy Steph, Stephen Fulton. On the same card.
I hate to say it, but I think Figueroa gonna get him this time. I like Cool Boy Steph, but I think something just a little off after that fight with Cool Boy, man. I think it's gonna be the difference. Last time when he beat Figueroa, you know, you had the regular Cool Boy out there. This time, Cool Boy gonna be a little off, and I think in his head, he still got some doubts in there. And if Figueroa go in there and cause him some deep problems, you know, we might see that get highlighted. But I'm hoping not, man. But I have to, you know, as from what I've seen, it looked like that might be the way that it goes. And why he's even still fighting down there when his big ass need to be fighting at a higher weight division, I have no idea. And why is that even being allowed? Because there's fights out there for his ass. You know, why he ain't trying to fight Devin Haney? You know, Teofimo Lopez. Nobody talking about him, but he'd be a decent fight for them guys too.
Yeah, but they supposed to be in. Tio was in talks with Subriel Matias,
and I hope Subriel beat his ass like a drum. I mean, you talk about a fight on my hit list. That motherfucking Ryan Garcia, I don't give a damn. I don't care who it is. Somebody got. I want them niggas laid out, and I don't even use the N-word, but I'm putting it on air. I don't know how these fighters walk around.
Who you gonna lay it
out? Teofimo and Ryan Garcia. I need them both.
You going in and out.
I need them dealt with. Yeah, you remember how you
cut? You was cutting in and out. Who you say?
Teofimo and
you was
Ryan
cutting in
Garcia.
and out.
Oh. Okay, can you hear me now?
Until you want knocked out. Yeah.
You can hear
it's
me?
Like I don't know. It's like your internet keep cutting out. Like your internet keep pausing sometimes.
Oh, am I pausing too? Okay.
Yeah, a little bit. Yep.
Okay, let me see. Yeah, I was talking about Teofimo and Brian Garcia. You know, I need somebody to do some work there. Yeah. That business gotta be handled. I feel like the what was the dude in the Players Club? Do something make me feel better.
Yeah. But Tio and Matias is supposed to be fighting, man. So
that's a good fight.
That should be a good one. But
yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I got Tio on that fight. I got Tio in that fight.
You do? You got Tio in that one?
Yeah, I got Tio. I mean, Matias took a loss and he ain't been the same. He ain't the same. He ain't the same.
You talking about Subriel? You think Subriel not the same? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I didn't see his last fight, so I can't really judge that. But I know I was surprised when he lost to the other guy. Damn, can't remember his name right now. Pete. Hell, and he just lost. But I always thought he was a good fighter. I don't know. I feel like if he gets in there and he get on top of Teofimo and he started putting some lumps on him pretty good, I think Tio was looking like he might be ready to quit, because I never forget him talking about, do I still got it? He still mentally ain't all there. I don't think he out of the woodwork. That's why he fighting guys like Leggett or whatever that dude was. I mean, what was he end up fighting that guy for? He should never been fighting him.
Hey, I want to go back to something you mentioned. So as of right now, you got Brandon Figueroa over Cool Boy Steph, right?
Yeah, I don't want it to be that way, but from what I looked at and what I see, I think he might, because his mental perspective is to go out there and get revenge, So his mind is in fight mode. He want to go out there and take it from this guy. He gonna go get him. But Cool Boy, I'm not really sure where he at. I don't see the fire like before. After he fought Inoue, you know, I mean, he won the fight. Don't get me wrong. He hung in there and everything. But something just a little bit off because he wasn't as he didn't look as consistent as he normally looked to me. So that got me wondering. But this a fight right here where he can show me. But if I had to put some money down, I had to put it that way right now. I mean, you know, but I like old Cool Boy stuff, but we'll see.
Yeah. I think it's kind of do or die for Cool Boy.
Yeah.
Because I watched a couple of interviews that he and I believe it's kind of like do or die for him, bro. It's either if he win, he wins the title in a new weight division. But if he loses, I'm thinking like, man, he gonna find something else to do. And you know what? It's crazy because, like, yeah, I mean, it's this crazy. Like, when you look at it, the whole PBC stable is like that now.
Yeah, it's really weird, man. It's like all of a sudden the lights got turned off over there.
Yeah, it's like, hey man, hold on. I say that because you know there's a lot of fighters over there in the PBC camp that I was rooting for too, man. Mm-hmm, but I mean, if you sit back and just look at it, like a lot of them guys in today's show, or a lot of things that happened to them. And I mean, a lot of people blame it on some of the money, a lot of the money they made. It's like, man, damn.
Yeah. They missing the fact that you got to get it while you can. A
whole new line of fighters. Everybody 30, about to be between 30 and 40.
Yeah, they got to get some young guys. They letting Bob and even Golden Boy getting some of these young guys.
PBC don't have a Devin Haney, a guy who's 24, world champion, been a world champion, couple divisions. Even though he took a loss, he's still young. When you look at PBC fighters now, bro, the youngest one was Tank. He's 30.
Mm-hmm.
What other superstars PBC really is under 30, bro? Tank was the youngest one they had.
Yeah,
with the backing of the
Floyd
Mayweather, he went to a whole nother level. He exceeded a whole nother level.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
but I mean, if you look at PBC, I ain't talking bad about nothing about PBC. I'm just bad looking, man. At one time, PBC had that roster, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm just saying, if we check off that same roster, it's like, damn. Danny Garcia, he's not in the boxing anymore.
Yeah, I think he's promoting now.
Adrian Broner. Yeah, he's promoting. Adrian Broner. I mean, bro, it's a list of people. PBC, Jamel. We were just talking about Jamal.
Yeah.
Jamel. Earl.
Man, it's just skimming on down.
We can go down. We talking about Cool Boy stuff.
Yeah. That's
it's like
talk.
They had a list of people. Robert Easter, he hasn't boxing a while. Lunatic come here and said PBC is done. Like, yeah, you're right.
They, I mean, from what I understand, Al Heyman ain't doing well. I think if he don't come out that thing, PBC, you can go ahead and throw that in the trash. because it don't appear to be even a live body over there. I mean, what, if it ain't Tank Davis, what is they doing? They're not even putting them guys out there, man. And then Tank is not really doing anything to really, he could really take the whole promotional company on his shoulder and really go out there and push it and push past Canelo and them. But he won't fight the guys, man. He got fights right around. I mean, he got Gary Russell, you got Devin Haney, you got all these guys.
Hold on. Let's rewind, bro. Hold on. I'm gonna play. I gotta play devil's advocate on this one, bro. Because I gotta play devil's advocate on this one, bro. Because I gotta be the defense for Tank. Okay, this and this. Besides Shakur, Tank thought he had the fight already locked up with Lomachenko. It's just funny how soon as you think you got something locked in, because everybody was like, okay, well, damn, Tank the cash cow. Everybody won't Tank. He had the Lomachenko fight lined up. He had Shakur, where he just had him on the sideline. And who else did he say he wanted? He had Pitbull. See, he had Pitbull. He had Pitbull on the sideline too.
He did.
He had Pitbull on the sideline. So
he lost.
So remember, let's
yeah.
rewind. At one point, Tank had. Hold on, let me up. Yeah. So remember, at one point in time, Tank he thought his ducks secured. He had Loma.
Yeah.
He had Pitbull. He had Shakur screaming his name. So he's like, okay, I got three fights. And hold on, if worse come to worse, he can always fight De Los Santos.
Haney was there.
Haney in-house too.
Haney been calling him. Well, he's not in-house, but Haney was in there too.
I don't think. See, and this is one thing. Tank keeps saying that he want to focus on 35. I think that he already. This person, I don't think that I ain't saying he ducking nothing. It's just 40 rehydration. Guys gonna be about 54, 60. Tank gonna probably 50. I think he's trying to keep a lot of shit on even players, bro. You feel me? That maybe at 47, and it was some mega money, I don't think he would care.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is though, by doing that though, it's not that many guys to fight.
I was reading a comment.
Okay. It's hard a career.
You said there ain't plenty guys to fight.
Carry new files. Yeah, he I think if he wants to carry his career out there, he's gonna have to go up and fight some of them guys, take some chances up there, but to make the big money. But I don't know. I don't think he is. He looked like he already thinking about retirement and stuff like that now. I don't think he want to really go up there and risk it like that, because of that. But I mean, hell, man. I mean, you're young. You don't live once. You just well go for it while you can. Get all you can get, because hell, you don't know what tomorrow bring, and you don't know what your family gonna need or whatever. Why not go and fight them guys and get every dollar you can get? I mean, because something got to give.
Okay, and see this. Also, this too. All right, let me throw this into the defense too. We don't know what state of mind Tank is in. And when I say that, I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm saying it this. we seen Tank separate himself from Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
We seen Tank separate himself from a lot of the negativity.
Leonard Elder,
and
too.
When you separate, but when you separate yourself around some of the old things you did that were getting you in trouble,
mm-hmm.
and now he's reached this plateau of money that he's got, right?
Yeah.
Here's an old saying: it get lonely at the top.
True that. True that.
And I think that might be one thing that, you know, that it seems like I don't know, because I haven't talked to him. I'm just speculating.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking, like, I believe that's one thing I think he's having a problem with adapting to, because, you know, some guys, he's a young guy. They used to hang with their homies 24/7. You feel me? Not really having responsibilities. There's responsibilities involved, and you didn't touch that one money, bro. You can't do what you was doing, because now you know, like, people will come after that money,
mm-hmm.
and in numerous ways, lawsuits or whatever. You feel me?
Oh yeah. Because he had some crazy stuff. Yeah, that's true.
Right. So when after you done been through all that, and then you happen to do some positive stuff because you do positive things for your city, your community, your neighborhood. He came back and he buys his old neighborhood block up.
Yeah.
Somebody sets fire to it. And it's like, damn, bro. Yeah. For everything I've done, I put blood, sweat, and tears into this. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm trying to be a better person.
Mm-hmm.
Then, damn, every time I sit up here and do something to better, it's like a motherfucker stabbing me.
Exactly.
So that's why I say, like, you know, it depends. And I got a lot to play on the man's career too. You feel what I'm saying? Because the man sit up here and say,
mm-hmm.
like, bro, he's before last year, I only got fights in. But now he sit up here and talking about, he only got about 3 fights in him. You feel me?
Yeah.
And when I'm looking at him, and he say, like, man, you know, I want to be a better father. I want to be this. I got kids and stuff. And this is what I'm seeing. Like, this is the resentment of, you know, might be loneliness of being on the top. When you ain't on the top, you can go out, you can do things freely. You ain't got to worry. Yeah. He ain't had to worry about the media before he had all that. Yeah. He go out there, he can live, and nobody would give a fuck. But when people know that you got dollar signs behind you,
yeah, he got to get out the hood too, man, because everybody gonna see you as a come up soon. You come around, it's, oh man, he hit me, man. He swear he did. I was standing out there.
It's not even just the hood though, bro. It's not even just the hood. Yeah, you get away from the hood, but it's just like when you at that plateau, bro. Like, you can't. It ain't much to do.
Yeah.
It ain't much to do. At that point, is you enjoy your house.
Mm-hmm.
You enjoy vacation. You feel me?
Yeah.
You might go to some games, football games, basketball games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Things at your daughters in them school, and then, you know, back in the house.
Yeah, and I think that's what he having the problem. You know,
everybody can't come over and kick it.
Yeah, he gotta grow up a little bit, because, you know, you remember before, and this is why I think that, you know, even if he do think a couple of years or something could be, you know, how far he go, I can understand it, but I think really and truly though, he kind of owed Devin Haney, and I'm gonna tell you why, because remember when they was hanging with Adrian Broner and them, and Mayweather wanted him to come out to Vegas, and he didn't want it. He wanted to stay out there, and he was getting in all that. He wasn't really doing what he was doing. And Floyd Sr. said, And he was checking him in a way, but he was using this young buck to teach this older kid a lesson, and it was perfect. And he was the perfect guy to pick for it. He said, "I got a young guy at the gym right now. You ain't gonna be able to deal with him. He can go with you right now." And he up in there talking that, yeah, I'm this and that. He riding the cloud. So that's when they had that sparring match when Bill Haney them won the money that time. But what it did was it verified what Floyd was trying to tell him. And let him know, hey man, if you don't keep your ass in here and do what you're supposed to do, this shit can go away like that. And ever since then, his ass been in the gym. You ain't seeing no deviation or nothing. And I mean, it was just because his mind wasn't where it was supposed to be, and it got put in naturally. But that's how I go. The young, hungry guy is going to be the guy that's going to let you know. You better not take it for granted because we ain't playing over here. We're going for it. And that's how he learned his lesson. And he became a better fighter because of it. And just think about the money that could be made, right? And for a lot of reasons, because for one, they say black fighters on sale and all this. But them two guys have a fight in the DC, Baltimore area, whatever. It's huge all the way around. It's big for the sport. And for one thing, it's big for black boxing fans. We need a big fight for us. That was Earl and that was Bud. We had that one. This would be something like that. Win, lose, or draw, however it go. That's a fight. Gary Russell will be another one. You know what I'm saying? And all them brothers could get paid. Because it's like what Tyson had told him when he met him. He said, "Man, won't y'all brothers, go on get together and make that big bread."
I'm not trying to be funny, but I don't want to see Gary Russell fighting Tank at 135, bro. I don't want to see that.
You don't want to see it? I feel like boxing owe him though, man. he ain't gonna win.
Listen to this. I'm not saying I agree with you. But I just think, man, with Gary Russell ain't been in the ring, I think almost 4 years, bro. For him to get in the ring with Tank will be ill-advised.
But that's another fight where boxing did him dirty.
I'm not saying that Gary ain't in shape. I don't know. But I just know this. 4 years of not being in the ring and getting in the ring with Tank.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But that type of thing would have happened back in Black Murderers Row because brothers would have looked out for each other. They would have said, "Hey man, you ain't getting no opportunity. Come on, man. Let's go and get it."
I understand that. Listen to this. Realistically, do you think Gary Russell would take that fight?
I think he would. For the payday.
For the
he ain't going to win. Yeah, definitely. And I feel like boxing owe it to him, because he never,
I believe that's the problem that PBC having right now.
And that would help PBC out. Them all PBC guys.
Tank was Tank. But Tank was complaining about the motherfucking promotion of the fight.
Yeah. But see, them fights right there, promotion would have been us. What's that? Tank should secure all belts at 135.
Secure all belts at 135.
Turkey, if you want real money. Yeah, that's another thing. Him and Canelo don't want to deal with Turkey Al-Sheikh for some reason.
Listen to this. I don't believe, and this is one thing, I don't believe it's not maybe that Tank don't want to deal with him. Mm-hmm. I don't believe PBC really want to deal with him. I've only seen one PBC fighter it's got something. Do something, and that was they let Mario Barnes fight on that Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight card.
Yeah,
and Mario Barnes he still kept his belt.
Yeah, he was smart for jumping on that though. Barrios is a decent guy. I like that dude though. But yeah, man, Yeah, and that's the thing too with whatever it was that kept Gary Russell from having those fights that he should have had, man. All those years, just like what's that one Tank knocked out, man, in San Antonio? He fought. He was chasing him and chasing him. That dude wouldn't fight him for nothing.
Disagree with you, lunatic. I disagree with lunatic. Lunatic talking about he believed Gary Russell priced himself out of a lot of fights. I don't. Listen to this. Listen,
I don't agree with that.
Let me explain something to you, lunatic, real quick. Gary Russell is one of the only fighters besides Deontay Wilder, bro, that have the WBC title, bro, for 5 years straight. But he had the title for 5 years straight, bro, and never fought another fight besides a mandatory.
All mandatories.
So I don't believe, bro, that motherfucking he overpriced himself, bro.
Yeah, he was chasing Luis Santa Cruz.
It's plenty of people he wanted to fight. He wanted to fight Leo Santa Cruz, but for some reason, PBC did not let that fight happen.
Yeah, that one.
They threw the alley-oop to Tank.
They sure did. And then there was a white guy in UK. What was his name, man? It was another guy. Those were the guy, Warrington.
Yep.
That's another. Those was the fight that he was trying to get. He didn't get any of them. How is that possible? And how come he never got a rematch with Loma? You know what I'm saying?
But hold on. Okay, but see, back to the end. See, now you're getting back to cross promotion. The Loma fight. Remember, PBC let him do the Loma fight. That was top rank.
Yeah. Yeah, that was. Yeah. Damn, but I feel bad for him because he's a guy that was good for the sport, and it's like boxing need to give back to cats like that. Because, just like the other day, man, we had this guy that just died, 29 years old, lost his fight, and now he gone, and he don't get nothing out of the sport, and people putting everything out there like that. And, the Russells, the whole family has done did so much for boxing, and, they real contributors. So you like to see them go ahead and get their payday and set themselves up, man, because it looks like they're going to breed some more coming down the line. So, and he going into training and everything too, all that stuff could go good till he could break off and have his own promotion,
For some reason, bro, I don't know what it is, bro. I believe they got the bad end of the stick, bro.
And that's a terrible deal, man.
They got the bad end of the stick with when it comes to PBC, bro.
Yeah.
For some reason or other, they got the bad.
Yeah.
Because how do you have this is what I'm saying. The WBC is one of the most prestige titles in boxing history, bro. Here it is. Listen, bro. I ain't about to get on no funny shit, but I gotta keep it real, bro. Here it is. We have quote unquote a black company, PBC.
Mm-hmm.
You got a black fighter who got as one of the most prestige titles in boxing for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't make him a pay-per-view fight?
Crazy. And he got the skills, and everything too.
You don't make
amazing.
You don't make him a pay-per-view fight. That's some in-house that's going on, bro. That somebody sit up here like, man, nah, bro, no.
Yeah.
That's somebody what we call player hating.
Yeah, a lot of people blame Floyd for that. I mean, we can't, fact check it, but
how? Deontay Wilder, bro. Yeah. He had the title for what, 5 years?
So did
maybe more. He had 10 title defenses.
Yeah.
10 straight title defenses, bro. And we seen him pay-per-view star. He went to pay-per-view store.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me say, no, listen, they're not $900 million in debt, bro. PBC ain't $900 million. What it was PBC had, it was a hedge fund. So they had put money together. They put a lot of money together. And don't get me wrong, I have said this too. A lot of PBC guys got overpaid. A lot of them got overpaid, and maybe the overpaid compensated for them sitting on the benches for as while as they did.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, it's this, bro. You can't pay people the money that. Okay, listen to this. This is what it is. You cannot pay these fighters the money that they want to make, and they fight 3 times a year. It's no way. If you make everybody a star under your stable, how the hell you're not gonna make no fucking money? If everybody, and that's one thing, and that's the fucked up thing about PBC, bro. Because if you look at it, just look at it. Earl Spence, he's a pay-per-view star.
Yeah.
Prime example. The prime example was this. I ain't even gonna go that far. The prime example was this. Tank Davis was supposed to be fighting Lamont Roach, right?
Yep.
Okay. They had David Morrell and David Benavidez as the undercard. They were supposed to be in the co-main event.
Boy, that was a cold ticket right there.
All of a sudden, David Morrell, and I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking it. David Morrell and David Benavidez can be their own pay-per-view card. So if you look at PBC, you stuck with a lot of pay-per-view stars.
Yeah.
Because get the money you have paid them, you have paid these guys. The only way you can afford to pay them is to have a pay-per-view. Bro, because remember, we seen Adrian Broner and Sean Porter fight on NBC for PBC.
Sure,
and they made millions. They got paid millions. But guess what? PBC ain't made no millions.
See? Yeah.
So it's like, damn, if I pay you guys the money that you want, I guess the only way I can do this is to throw pay-per-view fights.
Yeah.
Tashiki is the only person in boxing history to give these guys the money that they given without caring about the return.
Yeah. And that's just the thing. He don't care about the return, and that's the reason why. But man, I mean, I can see like right now, Wilder, he talking about fighting again because he want another one of them $10 million paychecks. Hell, I can't blame him.
But guess what? Looked up the other day, and Wilder said he retired.
But see, I wasn't sure because I know some people said it was a fake. Was that George Benson's count or not? But I don't know.
I don't know. But me personally, this. If I'm Wilder, it's over with.
Man, you know, if I say it's done, it's over. Because I was a hardcore Wilder.
But yeah, hold on. This is what's so crazy. Because now it all go back to PBC again.
Mm-hmm.
Look, bro, let's look at this. We had Wilder, top dominant, heavyweight.
Yeah.
This guy he's won one fight in his last 5.
Sure, yeah, man. Looks bad, man.
We had Danny Garcia. All of a sudden, he just went
on away.
We had Mikey Garcia. He sit up here and let a nobody. we had Adrian Broner.
Oh man, AB, man.
Man, we had Robert Easter. We had I'm talking about just a list of fighters, bro.
That was just going down the line, man. It was rolling.
I'm only saying that to say this because we say we want to see the fights that we want to see, but in order to see these fights, we got to have pay-per-view fights. In order to have pay-per-view, I mean, you can't have a pay-per-view fight every month.
True.
You can't pay-per-view the fans like that.
Mm-hmm.
I would thought that by now, if I'm PBC, I would have bought my own network, like the Zone.
That's where the game changed right there. That's where the game changed because you ain't got to pay no money for no airtime. You got all the airtime you want.
If I was PBC, I would have sit up here and looked into technology, into like, well, you know what?
Hell, they got Espinoza. He was Showtime, right. So he already know how to
operate that. All we need is a streaming service. All we need is a service.
Boom. And then on top of that, just like you got FS1, 2, 3, all them, you have, you can rerun your fights. You can have special programs highlighting fighters, where people can come and get educated about that. You got to have a way for the casual fan to become educated more about the sport and actually grow a love for what these guys are doing, because most of them don't even know what they're looking at. But that goes along. That a fighter's going to pique your interest, and then from the interest of like just like now, if you put Canelo on anything, he may be a casual fan, but he gonna tune in. Oh, Canelo, oh Roman, oh wow, that's how they do that. Oh, that's how they do that. And kind of grow their knowledge of the sport too, because the appreciation of the science has to come back for the sport to really hit the pinnacle. Because then people will really. They will want to see that because they want to see the best fighters, but they don't know what a best fighter is. Not just a guy got a tough punch and can take a punch. That's part of it, but it's more to it, So that's that's the thing. But like you said though, man, they get that streaming service, change the game, man. Change the game.
Because look what boxing is went into, and I was saying this earlier. Go back to what I was saying earlier. Look what boxing has went to. Top Rank doesn't have ain't about to have ESPN. They going to the Zone. Golden Boy is went to the Zone. PBC gets Amazon, whatever.
Amazon Prime for now.
And you got Frank Warren and all them guys, right? Overseas guys, the Zone. Everybody is went to one platform of streaming, the Zone.
Oh man, I just thought about something, bro. What you saying there? You could also partner up with the UFC and do a platform together where have boxing and UFC. And then if you say $5 or $10, okay, now you got the whole world pipping in for that little that thing and getting all of the, it don't even got to be pay-per-views, but just having programs and old fights, it can run like that for a while. People will bump into that right now. You got all of the guys like all of the UFC guys talking about it. You got the boxing guys from the PBC talking about it. You got something that can compete with the Zone and maybe even surpass it because, hell, you got Conor McGregor, you got all these guys, and hey, man, it because he did come to PBC. Didn't he meet with somebody at PBC some time ago? Man, what's the UFC guy name? I can't think of his name right now.
Dana White.
Dana White, yeah. Because I remember he was saying he wanted to get into boxing too.
Yeah, but Dana, he hooking up with the Sheiky.
Oh, damn. But see, with this, he's supposed to be pro-US and all that type of stuff, man. We need something for here on this side of the pond.
So my thing is this. Like Lunatic say, the Zone got Pro Box, Matchroom, Queensberry, Golden Boy.
They got them
Top
all.
Rank. and Turkey put them all together, and Turkey got Ring Magazine.
And he got Ring. I'm glad he got that from De La Hoya, because I can't stand De La Hoya.
Okay, but it's like this, right? Boxing is at a state where Turkey's kind of controlling it, right?
Yeah.
Turkey has a brain tumor.
Yeah, I heard that. That's real. That's real.
Yeah. So
Damn.
my thing is this: let's eliminate that. Let's say the man wake up one day and say, "Man, fuck boxing."
Yeah. What happens?
Because he got into boxing because he said, one, he was ill, and he wanted, and two, he's a fan of boxing, and three, he wanted to see the best fight the best. So okay, so what if one day this man just wake up and say, you know, I'm tired of I'm losing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm losing. Okay, yeah, I got the satisfaction I want.
Yeah.
I seen some great fights. Woo.
Yeah.
No. What state will boxing be in then? Because just like on the screen say, the Zone, Matchroom, Pro Box, all these people depend on Turkey, to pay these fighters, and all they do is they sit back and get their middleman cut.
Mm-hmm. That's why it's important for somebody to come up with something now to just weigh in, just sit in the wait, just sit in the wait. Especially if they got a tight organization, like remember PBC was talking one time about having their own titles and stuff like that, you know, and they did something hardcore like it and stood on it. Shit, them fruit be dropping off their tree, because you gotta have somebody to negotiate with. What are they gonna say? You gonna leave Turkey in the Zone to go where? You see what I'm saying? So there's no leverage. So somebody need to be over there just to sit and wait, just hold tight and see how the fruit fall from the tree. Because if we play it right, you can get all that fruit drop off that damn tree. Because I mean, if it's true about what happened to my man, you know, I'm hoping not. I didn't know how serious that was, but
because I mean, if we even gonna cut that out, we didn't even say. But that's supposed to be true. That's true. But even if it wasn't, just for one person to have that much control over one major sport like that.
Yeah, that's something. That is.
PBC is one of the only ones that said we ain't going.
They gotta have some kind of plan, though. I mean, I don't know, but like you said, they ain't getting new fighters. So what? You know, they just gonna let it all go and just walk away? Because they really not fighting hard for Earl to get no fight neither. So I don't understand that. You know. Man.
Lunatic said overtime boxing is on the Zone. So yeah, check this. Russians on the Zone. Saudi everything else. Yeah, that might be also true. That might be also true. I ain't gonna get too political, but that might be also true.
It's Russians behind the Zone. I didn't never know that. I thought they was UK cats because first thing I saw was the Hearns, talking about the Zone.
Yeah, I think I don't want to get too political. I believe it might be some Russians involved also too with Matchroom and with the Zone, with the streaming service. They might be somewhere in partners or whatever. But it's just like, damn, we still got at the end of the day, all these networks were under one man.
Yeah, he's the most powerful man in boxing now.
And it's like, okay, so then say for instance, say he wakes up and he say, yeah, I'm through with boxing. Hey, you know what? It's been fun. I put on the fights that people want to see. I tried it my way, didn't make a lot of money.
Yeah.
I just spent a lot of money. Where does boxing go back? Where does it go from there then? Because listen, they said Tyson Fury just made $70-some million.
Off that last fight?
Yes.
Man, that don't make no sense.
I believe he made 70-some million. And Lunatic, I know he'll put it in the chat if he's still here. Usyk made close to 90 million.
Man.
And see, and
damn, $90 million.
I'm from we from that day 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Them was 20 balls.
Yeah. So it was
15s.
Yeah. And they took that money and woo-wee.
Man, they just gave them Floyd money.
It's crazy. Damn, man, ain't that unbelievable? Now I see why Wilder talking about getting another fight. If he do, man, he got to leave that guy, man. Malik Scott ain't it. He just ain't it.
Look what he said. Look, I told you, 190 million split, 55-45. You do the math.
How the hell they get them? Boy, that's damn, man.
And see, that's what I'm saying. If boxing is just if it's going his way, who else? Who had? Okay, man, I guarantee you that fight didn't make nowhere near 190 million.
That's impossible. I can't. Plus, they only charge about $20 of a house over there for pay-per-view. You know how they get? You know I mean, I don't know how many people, how many countries, and I don't know. It's a lot of math.
We talking about. This is just one fight on that card. Everybody else had to get paid too.
Damn.
Yeah, he's a billionaire, but I understand that. So that's my thing. Then this is what I'm saying, Lunatic. What if a person just wakes up like, man, I'm tired of shitting my money out.
Yeah. At some point, it got to be too much to put into that. You know. Damn, you got a point there, man. But somebody got to be smart and have the foresight to realize that there's an opportunity there and position themselves to sit back and scoop up all them rewards because, But I think even if you take it back and you look at just look at U.S. boxing right now, with that being said, with all that put in, it's putting a strain on everybody here, and really the interest of the sport in this country done went down and we really need to do something about it, man. And that's why I always talk about, not wanting to always go to Vegas for fights. They need to spread it around, man. Like, why we don't have more big fights like that in Ohio, man? As big as it is in Ohio, all the gyms and all the talent coming out of there. Why are they not able to sit down and go watch their favorite fighter right there? In a place that's already a hotbed, if they sit there and see, how many guys are sitting around doing something else and say, shit, man, let me go and get in there. The opportunity is right here. Your next heavyweight champ is sitting right there somewhere talking about he want to play football or he want to be the next LeBron, It don't take but one fight to spark somebody and make them say, man, hey, that's what I want to do. But we don't encourage that.
I agree. Mm-hmm. And if they did more of that, a lot of these fights wouldn't determined to have to be they wouldn't have to be pay-per-view fights. You know what I mean? Because you'll get a huge you get a nice gate. You know what I mean? You get a nice gate.
Yeah.
Because just say for instance, Chicago, for instance, we say Chicago. You take it to where the Chicago Bulls play. but they hold 18,000 people, 18,
Mm-hmm.
19,000, same as the Barclays Center. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. There you go. Yeah, man. And you know, had a little some connect with some channel like remember USA with Tuesday night fights.
Yeah.
We saw. I mean, we seen so many fighters grow from just a prospect and come out to be all stars that came through there. Just watching them on Tuesday nights, man. I remember, man. I was sad as hell on that last broadcast, man. I was like, man, why they take it off the air? I mean, they had solid ratings every week. Even when they had a bum show, we were still watching it. You know, because you never know what you was going to see. You seen all kind of stuff, you know, and I don't know, man. Hopefully, you know, somebody will look at that, you know, as more business opportunities open up, and if you know it gets more easier, someone's got to look at that somewhere. Some boxing fan with some money, maybe somebody hit the lottery or something, and you know, go ahead and do that. I mean, right now MSNBC is for sale. Somebody can buy that sucker for cheap right now. Somebody buy that, turn into a boxing network right there. You know. You never know, man. But we need to really do something about that, even as far as our homegrown athletes. Like this right here in Houston, man, it trips me out because I'll never forget coming here and I seen JJ Watt everywhere, every commercial, every sign out here on the road. JJ Watt, JJ Watt, JJ Watt. They ain't came nowhere near a Super Bowl. They ain't even go nowhere near an AFC championship game. You got a guy here that was the undisputed champion of the world and nobody talking about him in the whole spot. How that make any sense? Still talking about him.
I agree.
Still talking about him. He's a great what? Got no rings.
Yeah, so he getting on some real political shit.
But, yeah, he is.
Yeah.
But, it's gonna take one to get to the bottom of it, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I don't blame you. I mean,
yeah. I mean, that'd be a good little program to have in every city. You know, at least the major cities to start, you know, and move it around. And you had a union of guys that all work together in conjunction or something like that. It's got to survive somehow. Got to believe it will.
Yeah, I think, you know, they can start, you know, maybe airing amateur fights more.
Yeah, that definitely.
Streaming like a real live like network showing amateur fights. You feel me?
Exactly. I'd rather watch that than them damn pokers that they be having on ESPN. I ain't watching that shit. Golf, I don't give a damn too much about how many strokes they got and hold on 12s. I don't know nothing about that shit. Don't care. He hit the ball and walk 100 yards. Everybody be quiet. Man, come on.
So one of the funny things I wanted to sit up here and say was they say we supposed to have Tank and
Lamont
Roach. But when you pull it up, there's no undercard. Like,
yeah, what do you think about that fight anyway, man? Because I ain't really excited on it. I was excited at first when they said
we got off topic talking earlier. So listen, let's rewind, and it's gonna break it back down to this. Remember, Tank had Pitbull.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was. Tank had Pitbull, Rolly.
Yep.
Loma.
Yep.
Core. He had them 4.
It was all there.
Rolly goes out and loses. He gets beat. Pitbull turns around, gets beat. Now Tank like, damn. I just thought I had 3 motherfuckers lined up. I could have put Loma on the side and fought motherfucking Pitbull for the 140 title real quick. Then came back and fought Loma. You feel me? Then
Yeah.
had Shakur then had Shakur just wait.
Yeah.
But see, the tables turned. Rolly lost. Pitbull lost.
Yep.
Now,
Messed it up.
so then Loma back out. Loma like, hey, I want some time off. Now it's okay. Everybody, for the fans, fight Shakur. But Shakur like, hey, you waited too long. You waited too long. They got me lined up since motherfucker. Since I told Floyd Sheffield if I couldn't fight the fight that I'm supposed to fight, I'll fight him. So I'm gonna fight him, and then they got him fighting. Damn, I can't even think of his name right now. Him for the title, and then maybe they're gonna try to then make the Tank fight. But it's just funny how when Tank thought he had 4 or 5 ducks lined up, all of a sudden the ducks get to
they got fleeced.
So that brings us to Lamar Roach.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think Lamar Roach is a good fight? Lamar Roach can fight. Put it like this: Lamar Roach can fight. He's a fighter who has fought at 140. He's fighting at 130, but he's fought at 140.
Yeah,
he fought at 35, and he's not to be slept on.
Yeah,
he's not to be slept on. He's not to be slept on. So when people say, is it a good fight? Do I think Lamar Roach wins? No. Does he have a chance of winning? Yeah. I mean,
it's hard to say, but you want to say yeah.
Hey, I mean, anybody can stand a chance. Anybody got a chance. You feel me? And and hey, listen, because guess what, bro? I done seen it. We done called it. So goddamn it, we done seen upsets. So I'm not gonna say that he don't stand a chance.
That's true.
But Lamar Roach will have to outwork Tank to win that fight.
Yeah, he will.
He would have to outwork Tank.
Yeah.
Now, can he outwork him and stay away from the dynamite? I don't know. I don't know. We only seen 2 people do it.
Yeah.
Only 2 people do it.
Yeah. That damn Frank Martin though, man. He was doing good. What made him? I mean, the one thing that Derrick James kept saying, get up off them damn ropes. This fool go over there and take a break.
You want me? I'm gonna play devil's advocate to that too. I'm gonna answer that question for you too. I believe with that one, Black Star, pressure. It was the pressure.
You see his eyes.
Listen, they you know what they say? Pressure busts pipes, right?
It busted shit out his pipes. There ain't no doubt.
Bro, listen. You can only fight. He could only did what he did for so long. He would have had to been in training camp, training, going sparring 20-round fights, bro.
Yeah. Because
the level of intensity of that fight, just like when Kell Brooks, Kell Plant fought Canelo, he exerted himself.
Yeah.
You feel me? And one thing, Frank Martin, I guarantee you, Frank Martin or Derrick James did not expect for Tank to come in with his high guard up and just attack him like that. And guess what? That wasn't nothing but a setup. They keep Frank Martin moving, keep him moving, and guess what? By the time the 5th, 6th round come, and Frank Martin's body, his mind, it's the 9th, 10th round. Yeah. But it's only the 6th, baby. And that's what Tank wanted, bro. And then that's when Calvin said, "Get him. You can get him."
Yeah.
Because Calvin held him back the whole fight.
Yeah. He stayed in that damn corner, man. As soon as he did it, I said, "Fight over." I knew it was done right there. It's done. Bam!
It's called mental pressure, Black Star.
He broke.
That's like playing chess with Bobby Fischer. You can't make a mistake.
Yeah. That's the truth. That's the truth thing.
So now you tired and you can't make a mistake.
Yeah. That was
James asked that man, does he hit hard? Is the punches hurting? He said, man, it's the body shots. It's the body shots.
Yeah,
Take one trying to kill him to the head. He was tapping him.
Yeah.
He was attacking that body.
That's how you do.
High guard.
Yeah.
Frank Martin couldn't split it.
Yeah.
And Tank was cutting the ring off and making him exert himself. So by the time the 6th round come, Tank, when Calvin said, "Get him, boy," it was over.
Yeah. They even practiced the combination before the fight. And that ended up being the winning combination. Because that was it. Well, he hit him with that same one, just like they expected. So that, hey, you got to give props to where props is due, man. They did their thing. But I tell you though, even though that fight ended up that way, I still want to see Devin Haney fight him. And the reason being for me is the height that he got. It's gonna make it a little more in the way that he boxes. But it's still that little game going on there. Yes, that game's still going on. It could go either way. But I like to see it.
I ain't gonna lie, Black Star.
Yeah.
I gotta see Devin Haney in there with a hitter.
Yeah. But that's what I say. These guys gotta crank it up now. It's time to mix it and match.
I gotta see that. Devin Haney they said he's supposed to be back in March. But I gotta see him in there with a heavy hitter, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie. We thought Ryan did damage?
Oh, he can't do no damage like Tank though.
That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying, man. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Tank made Ryan stop, quit.
He straight quit, and everybody forget. Now he the greatest fighter that ever lived. Still ain't never been a champion. But they talk about him like he did so much. Right. Even in the fight that he's supposed to won, Devin still won more rounds. But you had the knockdowns. He had them. You can't take them away from him. But come on, man. You came in. You was 14 pounds overweight the night before the weigh-in.
Man, listen.
Unreal.
No, listen to this. You right, bro. But I'm still gonna say this. Devin went in there with the wrong game plan, bro.
I think he abandoned it.
Listen, their game plan, just remember, let's go back and look at it. Their game plan was, Ryan, meet us in the center of the ring, and I'm gonna knock you out. Bro, Devin, you don't have that many knockouts.
Yeah, because he went in there like to brawl him.
If he would have went in there and I would have listened, my whole training camp, I would have been saying, yeah, meet me in the ring. Meet me in the center of the ring. We gonna brawl. We gonna brawl. When the bell said ding ding, I would have met him in the center of the ring, do my jab. I would have got to showing him that footwork.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But they went out there with something to prove.
See, Devin drinking that Kool-Aid. He did it in the Linares fight. Remember when he come out? How was my punches? He listening to people too much. Just do what you do, you know? And then that stuff get in his head and that cause him to go out there and do something uncharacteristic and cause his loss, you know?
Because he fighting out of emotions.
Yeah.
Instead like boxing is like art, bro. I never seen an artist draw when they mind ain't up to it.
That's true. That is true.
You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
I never seen a dancer dance if he ain't up to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like art. So like boxing is like art. So when I say that is like, man, you got to be all the way into it, bro.
That's big facts, man. He learned his lesson now. If he ain't learned his lesson now, I don't think he ever learned it. But he definitely got in his head. And and every time I watch it, I see more and more why he lost, because look at how aggressive Ryan was and everything, man. He was just hyper.
And this is the thing though. This is why I really had Devin Haney winning.
Mm-hmm.
We rewind. Kambosos, part 1.
Yeah.
He went to Australia. He did his thing.
Yes, sir.
Kambosos, part 2. He went back to Australia, right? This time, he beat him even worse.
Yeah. So did.
He went to Lomachenko. This is where everything went wrong. This is where this is where Basement say everything went wrong. When he went to fight Lomachenko, Bill Haney was in his corner. He was the head man. If you go back to the Lomachenko, to the Kambosos fight, it was Shane. God damn it. Man.
Was that the one when he had the white guy from England?
No, he had
what was his on that?
Zab Zuta's father. Zab Zuta's father.
Oh,
father was in the head. Was his head? You feel me?
Okay.
Zab Zuta's father was his head. And when I say this, when he fought Loma, Bill gave Devin some instructions. Devin say, "Dad, he already know what I'm doing before I do it."
He sure did. He sure did say that. Damn, I remember that now. Yeah.
He already know what I'm doing before I do it. Yeah. So I'm saying that if I'm Bill and we in a situation like that, and the whole world is hearing me give my son instructions that I totally ain't got no answers for.
Yeah.
When it came to that Ryan Garcia fight, like I said with Earl Spence, bro, they was supposed to go all out. That training camp was supposed to go all out. The Frank Martin shit, all that. He was supposed to let somebody else handle that shit for him.
You're right.
That fight with Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia was the biggest fight of his life, bro.
Exactly.
So guess what? I need the best in there with my son.
Exactly.
My ego ain't too big. My son win, we win.
There you go. Shoot. You got a point.
I ain't gotta be the coach.
Yeah.
I can be the assistant. I can be the water boy. That's my son.
There you go. Hey, that's what
the towel boy in the stool, man. God damn it.
Mm-hmm. That's one thing about Earl Daddy. That's what he do. He sit back there. He don't even say nothing. Shit, let the people that in the right spot do what they need to do, and that's what he need to do, man. He got to settle with a trainer, man, and stick with it and ride with it, but get him a guy qualified. And he should have a top flight trainer.
So now, who, the Earl?
Devin Haney.
Yeah, I seen
he's switching around too much.
I seen it. He went and was messing with Freddie Roach for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Then he was at Mayweather's gym for a little bit.
Now I see him with Mickey Bay now.
He all over the place, see. Yeah, that can get you too. Get confused about some things. You need something consistent, and you need a trainer to know you too. And by knowing, he got to be able to see you all the time and see you go through things to be there for you. So that in that way, they do need to do something about that. That's just too independent there. You know, I understand what they're doing with business and everything. That's fine, but when it comes to that part right there, like you say, man, oh, you need somebody. That's what I was thinking about Earl the other day, man. I think Earl need to go ahead and call Kenny Porter up, man. You need to go and call Kenny Porter up, man, and go on over there with Kenny. That's what I think. I heard Breadman, but I think Kenny Porter better than Breadman for him.
I'm gonna tell you this. I was thinking more of a Calvin and Kenny Ellis.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can see it. I mean, I can get us. Yeah, I can see it.
Because guess what? Earl Spence will be another version of Lamont. What was his name? Lamont Simpson. What was his name?
Wait a minute.
The other guy that Calvin Ford and them had. Oh, we lost him. Yeah. Haney burned too many bridges. I don't think he burned too many bridges though. Lunatic, man. I believe Haney, if I was Haney, it's at the point to, you know, you to show people that you want to be independent, and they done paid you a lot of money, man. If I was him, I would be independent, and I would put up some of my money now. You feel me? Like, you don't want to be tied to any of these stables or whatever. You want to be independent. So I mean, if you want to make some of these fights happen, I will put up some of my own money and make them happen. It ain't nothing going to the zone and tell them, hey, I mean, going to the zone, hey, I need y'all to for the streaming services. Putting up, Eddie did this. Let's go. I got 70. You got 30. Let's go. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it looks like I done lost Black Star. But yeah. I appreciate everybody coming out and listen to the show, man. I'm about to get back into it, man. It's been a while. We got more conversation to talk about boxing now, man. You know, boxing, they got tired at one point for me. It was none but Spence and Crawford. But you know, we got other things to talk about in boxing, man. So I'm gonna be back to bringing doing the shows every week, every Saturday, and I look forward to hearing from y'all, man. Spread the word, hit the like button, smash the like button, share this, and also subscribe. Hit the notification so you hit the bell so you know when I got the shows coming. The show's gonna be normally 2 p.m. Eastern Saturday, hour and a half, 2 hour long. I want to talk y'all guys to death. Basically just, you know, just talking boxing, man. Reporting boxing and the hottest news. We got a little bit off topic today, but I sure in the future we gonna stay on topic. And we're gonna bring y'all the hottest news that we can bring, man. Spread the love, man. Spread the word. And I appreciate Lunatic for coming through, man. I appreciate Bruce Gas for coming through, man. Sir Ken for coming through. A few others who came through, man. I'm gonna do more posting, man, and do more spreading the news, man, because I'm used to having more views than this. But we gonna build it back up. It's all good. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, Lunatic, man. I appreciate you coming through, man. Also, man, you know what I mean? I was a supporter. And it's all good, man. When I come back next time, we got fights next week. So we'll be discussing the fights coming on later on that evening. I want to thank my boy Black Star Sports TV for coming through, man. If y'all don't know him, man, subscribe to him. He's on YouTube. He's on Facebook. He's on Instagram too, man. Follow my man Black Star, man. We about to get it back popping, man. Thanks for Brandon Conti for coming through, man. Shout out to my man Brandon, man. Appreciate you coming through too, man. Hey, this your boy Basement, man. Peace, love. See you till the next time. Peace.